What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. Why black men need boundaries. Me as a black man, I feel like we need to draw lines in the sand and create barriers and say, I got boundaries, you cross this line, I ain't messing with you no more. This is, in America and globally. I think, we need more boundaries. I'm gonna tell you why. Because of a lack of respect. When I look, and I'm gonna use when I look out globally, when I think of Central and South America, when I think of UK, Asia, and even Africa to a degree, as a black man or as a black American, right? People put up negative imagery of us in with their own people. Okay, this is not we have negative imagery in America, but people will make their own negative imagery of us in their country. Now the thing about that is this, and of course they do it in America, whether they use us or not. This is why we need boundaries, because the one thing you don't see black men doing, we don't run around making negative imagery of other races of people. You don't see black men writing movies and having black people play crazy white people. You don't see black people dressed up playing a stereotypical Hispanic role or some stereotypical disrespectful Asian role. We don't do that. But when you look at it globally, that's what other people do. To the point, to the point, it's like, we don't even live in your country like that, but y'all still wake up in the morning and think, oh, how am I gonna make the black one look crazy and bad? This is why we need boundaries, because obviously, the world that we are surrounded by is obsessed in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need boundaries. We need to step off from people, because they got issues. They really got issues. I think we need boundaries because we need to leave people to themselves. And the reason I'm saying that is because we're blamed for everybody else's issues. Every other group, if you take black men, you take us as a group. Every other group has some reason why we're part of their problem when it's really their own problem. We're blamed for shit that don't even make sense. White men, they're gonna rape our women. They've been doing that hundreds of years. They're rapists, but we're gonna rape her, so we're their issue. White women play along with it too, and they flirting with us while they playing along with it. We need boundaries. You know what I'm saying? We need boundaries. Same thing with Hispanics and Asians, and same thing. But with our women, it's the same thing. You black women, you black women, you black men, you're this, you're that, you're this, that, and then when we step back and we leave women to their own vices, they see that the drama that they talking about is drama that they create within themselves. That's why we need boundaries to step back and let other people look at themselves in the mirror. We know our issues, but see, a lot of times, y'all people use us as a scapegoat to not deal with your own issues. That's why we need boundaries. We don't need to be around everybody. The other reason we need boundaries is because, and I've noticed this, and other brothers could tell me their experience with this. I don't go places I'm not wanted, and I don't deal with people who make me uncomfortable. So I make sure I'm not around. If I know a certain area, a certain people, a certain place is not for me, I don't go there. But what I do notice is this: when people notice that I'm not around there, those people seek me out and search me out wherever I may be. And what I mean by that is, you can tell a non-black person who's been looking for an opportunity to have some kind of micro or macro aggression with a black person because they haven't seen us in their area, so they make it their business to get in our business, get in our space. You know, just to make themselves overly visible, like kind of like a confrontational thirst trap. You know what I'm saying? They just go out of their way to be seen. You know how many times people, bumped into you or cut you off. I didn't see you there. Really? You didn't see a whole human being standing in front of you, talking to somebody, handling something. You just happen to just walk up. So me personally, I tell people, I be like, okay, my bad. I didn't know you was that stupid. I didn't know you was blind and stupid. And I didn't know you couldn't see, couldn't hear. Right. And can't, and out of that, I'm invisible. I didn't know I had that superpower. And I didn't know you was dumb enough to think that they were talking to themselves. I didn't know that. My bad. And people kind of, how dare you? That's what you came here. You came here for to be offended, right? So now you're offended. It is what it is. That's why I said we need boundaries. We need boundaries dealing with people because, people have this I'm in fear for my life complex that they use us to call the cops or feel like it's an opportunity to shoot at somebody. And I talked about this a long time ago on one of my videos. I forgot the name of it. I remember driving in my car and a white guy hit my car on purpose. One of those taps where you move up and then motherfucker, like, he hit my car and I'm like, okay, so I got to pull over. So his white ass drove off. But while I pulled over, he drove off, but he ran into a red light. So I'm in the parking lot next to him while he's on the street, stuck. So I said, come here. So now he's in a car, hand ducked down like he's got a gun. I spilled my coffee, bro. And I'm looking at him like, Now, he's not the only person that did that. A Hispanic dude did that to me before in a parking lot out somewhere. And he got out the car, I remember he got out the car, man, what you want, my nigga? And then I didn't even get out the car fully. When I got out the car, and my eyes glazed over when he was talking, that motherfucker shut down. He was, I'm sorry. That's why I said we need boundaries, because people do stuff. I've had that situation with cops where, cops or say things and do things like, I know I can disrespect you because I'm a police officer and I'm this and I'm not and I'm white or I'm Hispanic or because I've had those with different cops. Black cops I really never had that problem with. White Hispanic cops, yeah. Asian cops, not so much. They've been cool. Like Asian cops, I think they were just a little bit more scary or hesitant. I don't know, but those other two groups, they was always there, and I would have to have boundaries. Like, you gonna respect me, dog. I'm throw the badge out the window because you're gonna mess with me say the wrong thing, and it's not gonna be cool. We have to have boundaries. You got to let people know, look, there's certain things that I understand, and I'm one of those people. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Look, if I did something and I'm wrong, look, I did that. I'm sorry, my bad. Even if you talk to me crazy, if I did it and I'm wrong about it, I get it. I deserved a tongue lashing at the time, right? So I don't bother with that. But if I know you just out here trying to pick a fight, then I'm gonna let you know that's not the boundary. You're not gonna cross that line. You're just not. We need boundaries because when it comes to parenting, like I tell my son, I don't play with disrespect, and I definitely not gonna do it from a child, and not my own. So, you might not, if you can't talk to me with respect, you better not talk to me. And that's the boundary. And Ironically, because my son's mother had taught him to be disrespectful, he knows that I had to set a boundary because I set a boundary with him and I set a boundary with his mother because I would flat out tell him, like, you know, think about it. You think your mama talk to me like that? She know I ain't playing. I ain't having it. She try to have you talk crazy, but you know that's not gonna end well. You know, and you gotta have that boundary. You know what I'm saying? My friends and family know the same thing. You know, I think black men need boundaries. Where, you know, my friends know what I will do. My friends and family know what I will do for you and what I won't do for you. You know, people call me and I need a favor. I'm gonna ask the first question, what kind of favor? You know, because I have boundaries. You know, I have boundaries as far as my time is concerned. I think, brothers, we need boundaries because we're not here as a you know, because this country is built on slavery. I think people have this built-in idea that we're gonna be everybody else's slave, and our lifetime is at the expense of everybody else. Like everybody else could live leisure, and we just gonna get some black dude to do it for us, right? You gotta let people know, yo, no, we got boundaries, pimp. Like, no, I got shit I need to do or I want to do for me. You know, and I've always seen a response with that. Well, you know, I've seen numerous people get offended that I actually focus on myself and not them. Because I have boundaries. Like, nah, look, I gotta do this for me. Well, can you do all this stuff for me first and then look out for yourself? No. And they just sit there, and then I have to just break it down like, listen, you don't ever look out for me, and you never will. You look out for yourself. So I don't know what the hell you think. I'm going to look out for you first and then look out for myself second. You don't look out for me first and look out for yourself second, so don't come in with the dumb shit. And unfortunately, this is how I knew how bad it was with people, was when I can tell them that and they can process it and you can see it in their eyes, but then they go, like, but you still should do it. Nah. Because brothers need boundaries, right? And I think one of the most important reasons why brothers need boundaries is because, see, other groups cater to each other. Nobody caters to us, right? So we need boundaries because it is no one's culture to do right by us. You know, people are raised to do us dirty and do us wrong, and act like we need to be friends with them at the end of the day after that. And then, but other people are raised to respect them. They don't play. You know, you need to do right by them. So I think we need boundaries to make sure people understand. If you don't do right by me, I'm not gonna be around you. You're gonna be with all them other people you respect. That's just my opinion. So I'm out now. Peace.